When we've been wronged, it's very easy to focus on who has wronged us and how we think they must pay. When we put this in the context between two children, it may not be helpful to focus on who was right and who was wrong. Think of a moment when you had a conflict when you were younger. How did you engage with that? And more importantly, how did you view the other individual? Picture this. There's a conflict between two children inside a classroom, and they both come up to you and try to make their case. They begin to tell you what happened and who was wrong and what they did, and they're both so upset, and they're just laying all their emotions in front of you. You recognize that these two children are very upset, and very clearly one child was the one who wronged the other one. How would you interact with these two children in a way that would ultimately help them solve the problems that they have? Ultimately, our goal is to help all children understand what's going on in the world. And when it comes to conflicts, our goal is to help both children understand the conflict, how it arose, and how to move forward from it. It's true that we can very easily focus on the child who is in the wrong and that they have to make amends for what they did. But when we step back and think about the goal and what would help both children most, it really doesn't matter who wronged who. Instead, what we want to do is provide the children the space where they can both share what happened from their perspective. After having done so, then it's to help them understand how might they be able to engage in a similar situation, but in a better way in the future. Now, this is not to say that we're giving the child who wronged the other child a pass, but we're focusing on what is more important, and that is understanding each other. When children are able to understand each other, then they don't focus so much on who was wrong, rather how they can help each other and how they can move forward and continue to build their relationship. When we focus on who was in the wrong, this can sometimes send a wrong message to both children and end up developing barriers for either children to engage with one another in the future. Ultimately, we are all possible of being in the wrong. And it would suck if we felt that we only stayed in that place and we couldn't move forward. By giving children this space, we are then able to shift from focusing on who was wrong instead of how they can work together to make amends. As children engage in this way, they're able to develop a strong and fluent ability to engage with different people, different conflicts, and different situations. This then helps them to continue their journey as they watch, think, be.